You can have the best intentions to go after your goals and get everything that you need to and want to do done. But if you do not plan for it, it is not going to happen. Planning is your secret to the 2024 of your dreams. Hey sis, my name is Yanique, and I am a woman who does a lot. I'm a wife, I'm a mom, I am a working professional, I'm an entrepreneur, and often, especially on social media, I will get the question, girl, how are you getting all of this done? And so today, I'm actually going to walk you through a scheduling session, how I structure my week and my days in order to have it all. There are so many tools out there to help you with your planning. I'm a digital girl. Give me my iPad, give me my phone. I love it that way, and it's really easy because my phone and my computer and my iPad all communicate with each other. I do have Apple everything, child. Because they all communicate with each other, as long as I have a device with me, I can keep up with what I'm supposed to be doing for the day, what my week looks like, and what my month looks like. I do start with a monthly view, and then I work down to my day. Our monthly calendar is actually a family calendar that we have through Google Calendars. It connects me, the kids, and their dad all together. So whenever anybody has anything going on, we go ahead and dump it into that Google Calendar. And because we're all connected, if my son has a chess practice at school and he puts it in the calendar, I immediately get an alert. So does their father. And so, we're not overlapping each other often. Or if, say, this actually just happened, I had a friend invite us to a birthday party, and when I put it in the calendar, my youngest son called me because he also had a play date already scheduled for the same day. So he called to be like, girl, how are we going to do both? Don't worry, we're going to work it out. But for privacy and security, I'm not going to show you my actual family calendar, okay? But I did create a little sample of what my month looks like in my digital planner. I do use a planner from Etsy, and I drop it into GoodNotes. I'll link the planner that I use for you in the description box if you're looking for one. I typically do this planning session we're about to go through on a Friday. I used to plan on Sundays, but I found that planning on Friday actually helps so much, because if there's anything that I need to get for the next week, like if a child has a class party and they need to bring snacks, because I plan on Friday, I can use my weekend to prepare for the upcoming week, where sometimes if I sit down and plan, say, Sunday night, that doesn't give me as much time to prepare if something needs to happen, say, Monday morning, okay? Looking at my month's view for this week, the testing logo that you see is just testing that's happening with the kids' school. So just making sure that they are getting up on time, having breakfast, that kind of thing is going to be very important for this week. I have a coffee date on Tuesday, which is that coffee cup symbol. Saturday, we have that birthday party and that play date that I was telling you about. And then Sunday is when this video should go live on the channel, because I intentionally planned this week to be my rest and recover after the holidays. I don't have a lot going on outside of my house, but of course, there is work. So switching over to my phone view so you can see my notes and the calendar, you see that my notes app is kind of organized into different folders, and I am going to go into my checklist folder. This is where I keep my routines and my to-do list, right? So let's go into that master weekly to-do list. This is from last week. Now you can see not everything on this week got done. So a lot of this is going to get pushed over to this week coming up. I like to do a master weekly to-do list because it keeps me focused on what I can accomplish for the week, and then helps me schedule when we switch over to that day-to-day task. Now, I'm not going to just erase everything. I want to make sure that I'm capturing some of that stuff that I didn't get done to move into this week. I absolutely must clean the boys' bedroom this week. I don't think I'm gonna get to decluttering my main closet or my office. We can get rid of this. And then you see like how I have the contents portion. This is going to be my work portion of my to-do list. I am always going to have short form content to shoot. So I'm just getting rid of the ones that I did do. You can see that digital planning session, the YouTube video is on here. I didn't shoot that last week for y'all. We gonna shoot it today. We're in process, so we're gonna leave that there. And then I always have a YouTube video to edit. I always have short form content to edit, and Friendsgiving is done. Keeping my iPad open to that month view is going to really help me to update the master weekly list for this week. So I know I have a birthday party on Saturday, so I need to get a gift, and I also need to check in with my friend to see if there's any help that she needs. Carter also has a play date that day, and we're going to be taking them on an outing, so I need to purchase tickets. I also need to check in with his friend's mom to make sure we are still good for that date and time. I'm gonna make that its own section because I do like my list to look a little more organized. It doesn't have to be aesthetically pleasing, but it needs to be a little more organized. And then I'm gonna go back up to Clean Boy's bedroom, and I'm gonna add the other list of house tasks I need to get done this week. I don't add any kind of general cleaning to this list because I'm already doing that as part of my morning and night routine. So any task that goes on this list is something that I need to remember to do or is really important, especially if I don't like doing it, like the laundry or even going through the boys' winter clothes, because I do have a couple of bins that are like the next size up and I need to go through and add to their bins now that it looks like George is going to be perpetually colder. We'll see. And I also need to take out things that are too small for them. I did quite a bit of deep cleaning last week preparing for holidays and hosting, so I don't think there's anything major other than my office, which I'm not doing this week. I do have some self-care things that I want to get done this week. Like I need to do another nail set. These nails have got to go. So that definitely needs to make it on the list. And I also need to do something with my hair, girl, because this little slick back bun is cute and I have been killing a ponytail, but I'm ready to have some like loose body wave type of hair. So I think I'm gonna do a sew-in this week also. The last section on this list for me to fill out is my work section, which, girl, is boring. You don't need to see. We're just gonna label it as work for now. And let's move on to our daily planning view. Daily planning happens back in my digital planner on GoodNotes in my iPad. And what we're going to do now is take that weekly list and figure out which day we can fit these in, so then we can see what is actually realistic for us to accomplish during the week. It is important for the way that my brain works because I do have quite a bit of an obsessive personality that I keep the focus of this planner functional more than pretty, because if I focus on it being pretty, girl, this planning session is going to be 2 hours and I do not have 2 hours to give it. This needs to take me 15 to 30 minutes tops, okay? And once you do this over and over again, it becomes a habit. You'll get quicker and it might not even take you a full 30 minutes. You might be looking at 15 minutes, easy peasy, okay? So we're just going to dive right on in. I'm going to be using text boxes so that you can actually read it, but in reality, I just write in here with my Apple Pencil. The days that I have an event going on, I'm actually going to pop into those days really quickly and just throw the events in there because we need to schedule around them. I'm going to pop in the weekly to-do list on the screen so that you can see it for reference as I go through this. But starting with Monday, pretending like we're not already halfway through the day, girl, let's just throw it in there. I've already done the morning routine. For reference, every day my morning routine is going to be from 6 to basically 10 o'clock. 10 to 11 is always going to be my admin hour. That is any last minute prep for content that goes live, because I usually post it at like 10:30 to 11 time slot on Instagram and TikTok when I remember. Any emails I try and take care of in that time block as well. Around 11 o'clock is when I started taking care of one of my self-care items, which was my DIY lash extensions. So I did that myself. I also went ahead and prepped for this video shoot that you're seeing now. So that is setting up any lighting, making sure all the camera equipment is charged and already put together so I can just sit here and press record, putting together that monthly calendar for y'all to see, because you wasn't about to see my actual calendar, you know what I'm saying? So all of that prep was done, and now we are shooting the video. It is 1 o'clock. I am going to shoot this video, which is actively happening. And then we are going to have a little bit of some me time. I like to have mommy me time. I'll read, I'll have lunch, I'll watch a show if that's what I feel like doing. Just a little bit of focusing on me before the chaos of after school happens. And then we're going to do all of the after school stuff. Carpool pickup, dinner, even though my preteen is having like 2 dinners a night now, blows my mind. Getting them through their homework and that kind of stuff. And then they'll have their free time. Our baseball season is over, so we're not rushing to an activity right now. Praise the Lord above. I'm enjoying this break for as long as I have it, okay? So my evenings actually look a lot more free right now because I don't have baseball. I am using that evening time to do things like the boys' laundry and decluttering their clothes. I'm going to start going through the bedroom, but I probably won't finish that tonight. I do also have a gym class today. It's my dance fitness class that I'm always telling y'all about. I have that Monday night, so that is going to go on my calendar just so that I can keep that in mind. This is going to help me stay on track, especially as I'm going through those tasks that I don't like doing, like the laundry, because I have something to look forward to and I don't want to be late to class, which, girl, I'd be late, okay? And then we're going to go into our evening routine. I have a video on both my evening and my morning routine, so I'll make sure to add that if you want to go and reference what those routines look like. That way I don't have to take up your time diving in here. And that is Monday. As you saw, that only took me a few minutes to do, looking through what I have going on for my weekly to-do list and putting it on paper. So let's just go ahead and get through the rest of the week. Life is not about how much you can pack into your day. It is not about working from the time you open your eyes to the time that you close them. It is about using your time to make an impact. Even when I was working full-time outside of my house with my content creation career, with baseball, with the kids' schedules, with still showing up as a friend and to my extended family members, it is planning that allowed me to still feel fulfilled and productive and still have time to rest. I still have space and time for when things pop up, because they're going to pop up. If I have a friend who calls me in the middle of the day, I actually have time and flexibility in here to move things around. If one of the kids have an accident and I have to take them to the doctor, my whole week is not blown to bits because of something that pops up. Taking the time to sit down and plan your month, your week, and then your day is going to give you that flexibility, is going to let you see how you do have the capacity to take care of all of the various roles that you hold. I am the type of person who wants to show up in the world in the various roles that I hold, and I want to enjoy them all. Having this type of plan and using this type of strategy allows me to do that. If you really want 2024 to be your year, you cannot just desire it, you have to plan for it.